Hi everyone. Uh, I have to commenting of. So guys, welcome. We just gonna wait for a minute and we'll hope Rahul comes online. And once Rahul comes online, I will let you guys. So the commenting which section will happen probably towards the end. You can probably comment, but because of the comments, the Rahul's face is usually not visible, or the guest's face. So we've decided to have the comments off. We're just gonna wait for Rahul to come in. We're still waiting for Rahul. I'll just check with Rahul if he's around. But yeah, I'm very happy and welcome everybody for this live chat with Rahul. The idea is that uh, this is for Bate. Oh, I have to join Rahul. Okay, I'll have to just hold on. Where is Rahul here? So I can't see him here online. So Rahul, I've sent you a request and yeah, it's connecting. That's great.
Yes.
Hi Rahul.
Hi. Hi. Wonderful to see
You
you.
just look woken up. You look as if you just woken
I
up.
actually
But I'm sure you've been
slept through
running
today
around
after a long time. Yeah.
I'm sure you're running behind Arna and trying to play something with her, and that's what is happening. So,
Yeah.
guys, I'm just going to welcome you, and I'm also welcoming people who are on their Bate session. And thanks, Bate, for inviting me to talk to you. It's kind of them to let me do that. So, Rahul here is, I'm just going to give you a background of me and Rahul. So I had come back from England after finishing NID. I went to England to study. And I came back after 2 years of education there. I studied masters, and I come back and there's this guy called Somesh Singh heading NID apparel design. He says, "लड़का अच्छा है, बाहर से पढ़ के आया है, इसको course दे देते." So I get a first course which is 10-year long, 10-week course, which is straight with this batch, which is where Rahul is. And the course is called sports. We had a sportswear design because I studied sportswear. Now I go to the class and Rahul is this very, very enthu. Now I have to give it to Rahul. Rahul has been the most enthusiastic kid I have known. A student now, of course, he doesn't look like a kid. I don't look like a grown old man, but Rahul was probably, to his credit, Rahul, I must accept that you're probably one of the most diligent student I have ever met, who kept on working to a level where you've reached a level that everybody knows about it. But what I know about you is that you started very, very, very small. I remember the drawings. Like I really wanted you to. I forgot about it, but I wanted you to show your drawings from the first year if you had any. I am sure you will not show those drawings because, but I really want you to show because what I understand is not what you've become today, but the journey that you've had. So we've had a great interaction, and this talk is going to be about your life at before NID, life at NID, and a little bit about life after NID. So what I want to know from you, Rahul, is how just did you always want to become a designer? What was your life before NID? I mean, of course, NID I know. So for me, I've always been inquisitive. You studied in you lived in a very small village, Malhausi, Bidhuna district. I did a research on that part of it. Now, what was your life before NID?
Bidhuna Tehsil and Oriya district. So that's how.
Near Kanpur.
Yeah. So, like before NID, most of the ideas or most of the designers or artists, you enjoy drawing more than studying and all that. So that's kind of thing which was there. And then after that, when I wanted to be a designer, and my father was completely against it. He wanted that I should
Your father
become
was
an
a
engineer.
doctor. Yeah.
Yes. I should either get into engineering or I probably go to IIT or something like that, which is like very typical of like a big struggle, which I had with my father. So after 10+2, I wanted to go to NIFT. So got the form also. One of my uncle, he got the form and he said he's good in drawing. Maybe he will. So that's the time when I first time heard about this something called fashion design. So I had no idea. There's something called design also. I had first time heard about. I was thinking I will be artist in my life, or maybe somebody who makes caricatures. I used to quite like, those caricatures which used to come on newspaper, political caricatures and all that. Then when I went to, I had to leave my house. I ran away from my house. I came to Delhi, where my sister, it was in 2002. 2002, I came to Delhi. My sister was located here. बिना बताए फादर को बिना बताए निकल गए थे, बाकी सबको पता था. So my father never spoke to me for 1 year after that. So did not speak to me for 1 year. And then after that, like when I came to Delhi, first time I went to NIFT just to see ये डिजाइन में होता क्या है, आखिर फैशन कुछ कर सकते हैं क्या नहीं कर सकते हैं. निफ्ट जब गया तो वहां पर आई स्टिल रिमेम्बर देयर इज अ डिजाइनर को अभिजीत खन्ना Abu. He was studying and he told me about NID from there, that if you're really good in drawing and really confident about doing something good, you can try for NID also. I took NID form, and 2002, very less people know that I applied for NID, and I applied for Film and Video Masters program. I was so I wanted to get into films, because somehow coming from village, what attracts you, like fashion is obviously very attractive. Then when you think of films, wow, films are so attractive. That's going to be like something really, really amazing about that. So just with the thought, और निफ्ट की थोड़ी बहुत पढ़ाई कर रखी थी, तो मुझे याद है सुबह सुबह जब एग्जाम देने गए थे पूषा रोड में, सेंटर पड़ा था, एग्जामिनेशन सेंटर, जनवरी की बात है 2002 में. एंड मैं बैठ के उस समय भी मैथमेटिक्स को रिवाइज कर रहा था, बेसिक मैथ्स जो आती थी, जो एप्टीट्यूड टेस्ट की होती है. एंड आई वाज ट्राइंग टू डू एवरीथिंग एंड एवरीवन लुकिंग एट मी, व्हाई दिस गाय इज लाइक is trying to solve reasoning and all that right before exam. When I started giving paper, I realized I'm not even prepared. Like I had no idea whatsoever. After giving that time, when I did not get selected, I applied, and then I realized that film and video needs some minimum qualification. You need to come from humanities or some relevant background. Coming to science background, I applied for apparel design and merchandising. Then after that, 2003.
2004 में तुम्हारा तीन में हुआ था ना?
हाँ. So 2003, when I applied for NID again, and I got through NIFT also as well, NID, and then finally, like, I was very happy. Obviously, there was not much choice over there. Master's program at NID, and that's how it has happened. And उससे पहले तो बहुत ज़्यादा दिमाग में था कि यार I am already like such a good in drawing, and I was thinking यार बहुत अच्छी drawing मेरी तो है, गांव से निकला था कुएं के मेढक की तरह. really good in drawing, and अब तो
और
बस
NID
NID जाएगा, एक रेलेवेंस मिल जाएगा कि ऑलरेडी बहुत क्रिएटिव हूँ मैं, तो कॉलेज की जरूरत नहीं था। तो चूंकि बहुत ज्यादा क्रिएटिव था, पहले से ही सोच रखा था क्रिएटिव था, NID आके पहले तो सीनियर्स ने बहुत ली, फिर उसके बाद जब सच में काम करने का टाइम है तो रियलाइज हुआ दैट आई एम द वर्स्ट, प्रॉब्ली ड्राइंग मुझे आती नहीं थी। द समथिंग व्हिच वाज थिंकिंग अबाउट
तुम्हारी और मेरी ये कहानी तो यहाँ पे एक से, क्योंकि मेरे साथ भी ऐसा ही था कि मैं बिल्कुल भी लायक नहीं था। मुझे भी दोस्त ने बताया जब मैं 12th पास कर चुका था कि भाई NID में, तो तीसरे अटेम्प्ट में मेरा NID में हुआ और मेरी भी ड्राइंग बहुत बर्बादी थी। मगर तुमने ड्राइंग पकड़ के रखी, मैंने छोड़ दी। मैंने कहा नहीं होती, नहीं अच्छी जरूर थी ना ड्राइंग करना, तो मैंने तो ड्राइंग छोड़ दिया, तुमने पकड़ के रखी। तो आई रिमेम्बर वेरी वेल, यू यूज्ड टू कम एंड शो मी ड्राइंग्स, and it used to be really bad. It was worse than mine, and I was really bad. I don't say that I was any better, but you kept on working. So tell us what happened at NID. What made you like? I don't. Were you a very diligent child before NID? How? मतलब NID में भी तुम्हारी बहुत सारे शौक थे, तुम खेलते भी थे, बास्केटबॉल भी खेलते थे, क्रिकेट भी खेलते थे, काफी चीजें खेला करते थे तुम। बट तुम्हारे ये कुछ बनने का ख्याल या कुछ ऐसा डिलीजेंसी कहाँ से आई?
कोई चीज अगर इंटरेस्ट करे तो उसमें तो मैं दिन लगा सकता हूँ, साल भी लग सकते हैं। तो ये आई थिंक मोस्ट ऑफ द आर्टिस्ट, इट्स अ टिपिकल आर्टिस्ट ट्रेट। So, that's something which really allowed me. And second thing is, मुझे याद है मास्टर्स प्रोग्राम था, पहला दिन था, स्टूडियो, अपैरल स्टूडियो के सामने दरवाजे को नॉक करके पूछा, मे आई कम इन सर? नो रिप्लाई व्हाटसएवर। फिर दोबारा पूछा, मे आई कम इन सर? देन डॉक्टर हिमाद्री घोष टर्न, that's right.
Yeah, he was quite scary.
Whom are you addressing? There's no sir here. Then he said, come in, in his typical voice. And then after that, like, जब Dr. Himadri Ghosh पूछ रहे थे सबसे कि, what you have done before. I had most of my batchmates, they had done like 4 years of NIF, 4 years of some other college and all that. I was the only one in the class who had science background. So Dr. Himadri Ghosh ने बहुत simple बात बोली थी. And I had like very underconfident guy at the point in time, and he just told me, very good, I'm very happy that you have not done anything. You're not going to have like preconceived idea about design. It's going to be difficult to write on a book where already so much is written. And I thought, yeah, ठीक है यार, ऐसे ही बोल रहे हैं, just to make me feel good. But when I look back, then I realized that actually such amazing teachers we used to have, even in NID. I remember हमारा पूरा बैच का एक कंबाइंड फाउंडेशन टाइप का कोर्स हुआ था 6 महीने का, जिसमें ग्राफिक डिजाइन, टेक्सटाइल डिजाइन, अपैरल डिजाइन, साथ में सारी क्लासेस होती थी। तो कहीं ना कहीं लेट मी से कि अपैरल डिजाइन में होने की वजह से आई गॉट लॉट ऑफ फ्री टाइम एट NID.
Yeah.
So I could attend like multiple DCCs.
No, the times when you were there and times when we were there was very strict. I remember our time we never used to get any time to do anything else, but you had a free time. You had a very pretty interesting time, but it worked for your benefit. You had, like, I remember you used to walk around all the studios.
All the studios. I used to go to Foundation Studio to see what they are doing with Thermocol and all that. They study a form. Sometimes spending time with Suresh. Sometimes like just talking about design with Balram. So this was like really, really amazing. ज्ञान हर जगह बट रहा था, तो
बट रहा था, ज्ञान बट रहा, तुम कद्दू कट रहा, तुम ले रहे हो. But tell me, who were your influences at NID? Like, who influenced you enough at NID that you can remember on top of your head? Who the people?
I think quite a few. First of all, like, first and foremost is DCC changed like everything about design, which I knew. With Ranjan, MP Ranjan, like the way Ranjan taught and the way Ranjan opened the mind. It's not about teaching something. It's just about opening the mind, which would allow you to think and grasp a lot of things. That was really, really amazing with Ranjan. And obviously, like when I used to see my fellow textile, students struggling, what Aditi would give them and all that, that was something which was very scary, but at the same time amazing to see, like, amazing output what everybody was giving. I still remember there was one amazing class which with graphic design batch, we had the Color Inform. And for Color Inform, for final lectures, we also had Vikas Satulekar come and take and talk about colors, like all magic of color. That was again amazing, like, because I still remember, like, in that studio when we went there, it's so fresh what he spoke about.
Yeah.
And then Balaram,
And the
with his
seniors?
humility and all that, Balaram trying to talk about like simple forms and simple things, different tricks of, like, you know, when you are working design, how you change your perspective and all that. So, and obviously then Anuj
काफी
Sharma,
साल हो गया.
then Anuj Sharma,
Yes.
क्योंकि
I-
Anuj, I used to like leave basketball and run away from there, because I think yours was the first I think design classroom project. Yeah, DP1.
Classroom project.
And DP1 was so bad, which I had. Even I did not save it on my laptop. It was so bad.
Yeah.
I did not save anything.
I remember you were just, you just come. I could relate to you. But I had, as a faculty, I would have to have a faith on you, and I'm sure you obviously looked up to all the people and me. But I was quite harsh to you. I remember I used to tell you like how bad you were, how shitty you were. I always did that. I was never.
I still remember Amardeep, you told me, why did you waste a seat at an ID by coming here? You should have gone done something
I did
else.
that. I told you you should have been a model or something.
Yeah.
But no, I'm glad you didn't take my advice, and you didn't take that advice.
Actually, this is, I just want to add here, a lot of times when something like that is said to you, keep it like really nicely with you. Not like there's no revenge. It's just like point which keeps on hurting you. That's something which is really, really amazing for you for future. Because then what happens today when I share my work with you, when I share things for feedback with you, and I know it's just a journey, like still, I don't think I've reached where I want to reach, in terms of design language. So I think it is really, really good to start, like sometimes shaking off or waking up something needs like that kind of, those kind of hard words.
Yeah, so I heard you saying that.
And then also Sandy, Sanandan Sudhir was amazing, like the way.
Yeah, I know. He's my guru also in that sense, because he's always ready to talk about any design. You can call him up at 3 in the night. He had that. So we had those amazing people around in NID who you could talk about. I don't think that happens in the industry. Do you see that happening in the industry? People talking about design so much, or
I really feel one of the biggest disservice which is happening to art and design education is that too much connectivity with everybody has a cell phone. We never used to have cell phone. We never used to have laptop also. So, it used to be, I think we used to call it IT lab. There used to be IT lab at an ID, where once I would walk even to do my diploma project. At the same time, all the diploma projects are happening of across different disciplines. कभी-कभी अपना लैपटॉप, अपना डेस्कटॉप खाली नहीं है, किसी और का काम बैठ के देखने लगो, पीछे से you just pile on, like you're just other person walking, you're just sitting behind and just observing, animator working and his idea and all that. It was so amazing. I think, and seniors जब आते थे, अगर आपको याद हो, जितनी ले लो, हम तो वहीं बैठे हुए हैं, बैकफील्ड्स में, वहीं बैठे हुए हैं, चाहे सैंडी, पूरी रात वो बैठ के ज्ञान दे रहे हैं, मतलब about design, about everything, about life and all that, and you are just listening like you are like somebody has done some, you call in Hindi word Samoan.
It's okay,
yeah. You're just listening.
So I want to add this to, just for the benefit of people who are listening, that when you listen to these things, these sound like when you should ideally be partying and chilling and doing a lot of things while you're young and talking about many other exciting stuff. And I didn't spend a lot of time talking. We did spend a lot of time, and now it helps in the later life. We don't know where the education helps really, but all those talks have actually come to help you in reality in many levels of your life. Is that true, Rahul? Has things that you've learned has helped you over a period of time, like what you learned at NID?
I tell you, one more thing which was really amazing is my batch. I never used to like even my room or where I used to live. I used to live with visual communication people. I used to live with animators
Okay.
like Vijay Armugam or Ashwini Satpathy, all the animators,
Okay.
or filmmakers like Anupam Mishra. We still share work. Like just 5 days back, Anupam was sharing his idea. He wanted to start something. He was picking my brain. And we went on to talk about this for 2 to 3 hours. I was sharing what I've done and all that, and we are just talking about design. So, this is also
So
something which is really, you need to have a soundboard, in terms of
resonance.
interdisciplinary approach
Yeah.
was amazing, amazing. That was really, really amazing, I must say.
So, would you like to talk about the film you did with Anupam Mishra, which for the benefit of people who want to see Rahul Mishra in another character,
Prayas
there's a
Gupta.
movie by
It was with Prayas Gupta,
It was
Sawan Ki Ghata.
Prayash Gupta, Sawan Ki Ghata, where Rahul Mishra does a double role, and he's a news reporter. And there is, it's a beautiful film. It's the funniest film that NID has ever come out with. What was it called? Sawan Ki Ghata. It's on YouTube, no, Rahul?
Yeah, Sawan Ki
I would
Ghata,
request
part
for all
one
the
and part
people,
two.
if you don't, if you want to have more fun than what we're having right now, you can go online right now, leave us there and just go and see that. The Savanthi Ghana was a brilliant film. It was fun.
Yes.
Now, Rahul, just, so NID was a brilliant phase of your life now. You did this collection towards the end of at NID, which NID was supposed to be 2.5 years. You took about, I took 4 years. I can proudly say that instead of 2.5, I took 4. You took
I
5.
convocated 2009. I convocated 2009.
But I also know that you extended your convocation to convocate with Divya.
No, actually,
So don't
actually,
lie.
actually, I had a lot of incompletes. And I also had to complete my final project. In between, I must say, I took 5 years because for 1 year I went to study, where an idea allowed me
In Milan,
gracefully, like study in
yeah.
Milan. So that's how.
Yeah.
Obviously,
So,
5 years I
but
took.
so Rahul's last project at NID, one of the last, like the second last studio project, became your Lakme
Design one was Monumental Disaster, and design two became like
which is what you worked on Kerala. I remember passing through the studio and seeing you work, and I would still look everything with my discerning eyes, like ye kar raha hai, kya kar raha hai, bhai kar raha hai, ke nahi theek kar raha hai. But you went on to do very, very well with the collection. So from what I know of you, you have been a person who have been blessed. You are a very hardworking person. You do work very hard. I've seen you from that time onwards. The first course that I took till date, I've always seen you work so hard. Plus, at the same time, you never leave a chance to try your luck out. And then you've been blessed with the luck. So you have so many lucks, which is you were the first MTV Youth Icon, the first Gen Next of Lakme, first Woolmark, first of many things. You were first to get into couture in Paris. Now you've been also probably many first failures also. What about the failures? What do you say about your failures?
a lot of monumental failures. First project which I did with you, you know how bad the sketches were. It was, uniform design for people who go on jungle safari. It was really bad.
Yeah. Oh,
But
yeah, now
but
I
somehow
know. I forgot
somehow
that.
learning was immense over there because you think about the challenges which a traveler is supposed to face. Then you think about different things like problem solving in terms of him carrying various things with him, still taking off the luggage, which does not become really heavy, and that person who spend a lot of
Yeah.
time, in actually in at that place. So looking at everything, that learning somehow translated into my Kerala project, which eventually I did, doing a focus on tourists who visit Kerala. So that's a reversible garment, lightweight garment, becoming part of identity. I learned idea of camouflage as a uniform so that you don't intimidate
Uniform.
animals. And when you're going on a beautiful safari, you really want to dive really deep in jungle. So that somehow taught me a lot, although the outcome, the result was really, really bad. And I had like really
No, that's
a difficult time.
right.
And then after that, obviously, like my first company, which I also had based out of Ahmedabad, which I don't think it has failed, but somehow
It was
it
an
just,
experiment of process. Yeah.
yeah, and we all learn. We all learn in
Yeah.
that way. So even establishing a business, also, I had two failed businesses before establishing the business. Woolmark Prize, I must tell you, 2012, I applied for Woolmark Prize. One of the jackets which is there right now on Instagram, which I shared, the 3D shoulder cityscape jacket, that I prepared
2012.
in merino wool for Woolmark Prize in 2012. But somehow my company was, whatever I had done, jury thought that I was not ready to take on international competition. I did not get through. And I had a very, very bad setback because of that, because this jacket, I took almost like months of research and development with actually,
Rahul, is it your network or my network?
sorry, is it fine? No. Mine was, suddenly there
That's
was
fine.
one call, so I had to. So,
Right.
looking at everything, then second season I won, second year in 2013. Then 2014 ended up winning International Woolmark Prize, which I was competing with America's favorite. In the same way, I must say, then after that, getting inducted into Paris Fashion Week official calendar, or in January doing haute couture. They are always challenges. They are always like bigger challenge which are ahead of you. They say ना, ऊंट जितना ही बड़ा हो जाए पहाड़ हमेशा सामने आ ही जाता है उसके. तो
Yeah.
वैसी challenges हैं. अब आप अगर कंपेयर किया जाएगा आपको $5 billion ब्रांड से, तो फिर अपने आप में बहुत इंटिमिडेटिंग हो जाता है. There are a lot of amazing brands जिनका कलेक्शन आने से पहले हिट हो जाता है. They are such big advertisers. So,
Yeah.
all that when you see around, there are always challenges, like when you were also doing shows. When you think about like big brands versus you, there was always a challenge in conversation, engagement, and all that. And the similar challenge stays with you. So I'm
Yeah,
very blessed.
It's a tough call to make, whether to go this way or that way, how to compete with such brands. So, I was talking to Ramesh Menon the other day just to understand a few things, and I realized that I've traveled to Europe, and I know the kind of fashion industry there is. So you won the Woolmark, but when you reached Woolmark and you had to show at Paris Fashion Week, which was again a coincidence how you met Brumbach in one of the fashion weeks in Delhi. That was also a coincidence, and that eventually got you into doing a Paris. So how did you choose to do a Paris Fashion Week against the Milan Fashion Week? Why did you choose Paris Fashion Week?
If I say like Paris is the only global fashion week, you think about Issey Miyake, Japanese designer like Comme des Garçons, Issey Miyake, Yohji Yamamoto, top British designers like Alexander McQueen, Stella McCartney,
They all
and so designers, even Valentino, who is Italian brand based on Rome, showcased in Paris, or Giambattista Savali. So when you look at like and American brands like Tom Brownie and all these, so they also showcase. So Paris is actually the only fashion week where you have got like more than 50% designers are not from Paris. That's the only fashion week in the world.
It's truly international, yeah.
Yeah, truly international. And then finally, all the buyers, they also reach Paris to place orders. So in 1 week, what is told to me, there's a $1 trillion business. There's like almost like, I think $100 billion business which takes place within 1 week of Paris.
Wow,
That
doesn't happen in the context.
Yes.
You put in the context, India is probably 1/50th of that.
No, even not. No, $1 billion is also really far-fetched. So you can say 1/500th of that. So no, 100 billion is a lot of.
You talk about this $1 billion industry which you're part of. What happened in the first few shows when you went to Europe to Paris Fashion Week? Did you go like a king and did a show, or you went like a poor guy and did the show? Of course, because you shifted from FDCI which of course we spend money, but the show cost becomes from 1 lakh or 5 lakhs for the show or 10 lakhs for the show. It suddenly rises up to 1.5 crore or 1 crore. So how did you really sort that out?
Obviously, Paris Fashion Week is a big challenge. It's really expensive. It's the most expensive place in the world. And in India, for example, you get a stall, you get a show area, and everything. Paris, you have to have your own venue, you have to have your own models, you need to have own lights, own sound, own music. So talent also costs a lot, as well as rentals cost a lot over there. And then there are so many shows which are happening during Paris Fashion Week, not just which are not on the calendar, but they're off calendar. And hundreds of shows are happening. So, demand is really huge for all the property and all that. So in that way, it was a big challenge. And when we were taking on this challenge, like I won Woolmark Prize, luckily I met Didier Grumbach. I had the trailing email, which a 5-year-old, which was sent to me in 2010. I did one of the Khadi collections. So I asked him, like, I won this prize, can I come and meet you? He was gracious. He was kind enough to give me a little time. I went over there. I told him I won this prize. Then he's saying, yes, very good, congratulations. But there are so many prizes around.
What's next?
LVMH is there. You have Ondam Prize. You have so many prizes, and we keep giving prizes to young people. We support all the prizes. So I said, what do you want to do? I said, sir, can I get a chance to showcase the Paris Fashion Week? It's the biggest dream. Like, when you are studying design, तो आप डिजाइन में पढ़ते हो, पहले दिन सोचते हो कि यार वो जो obviously fashion or textile students, they will understand. You look at Calabrioni, you look at all the magazine, you see all these top brands, 100-year-old heritage, Dior and all that. यार एक दिन तो यहाँ अपना garment आना चाहिए. So that's the thought which is there in you.
And then he agreed. And
no, he didn't agree. He said, there's a jury process. Keep your garments, although I like your garments, what you've done for the Woolmark Prize. Leave your clothes here, send your presentation with global media and all that, and we will let you know. I remember after the 3 months are gone, I also forgot about that. Then suddenly I got one email by saying, you are being considered for Paris Fashion Week. Would you be okay if you are on last day between Miu Miu and Hermes? Like, is it really true?
Anytime. Between any two, I can stand with anywhere you say.
So that's how it started. And now over a period of time, we have done 11 shows in Paris Fashion Week. Now, first show we did at Haute Couture. This also went through a lot of judging process. Like coming from India, one more thing I want to share with you. In that way also, I'm very lucky. To be in Haute Couture, like if somebody does Google about Haute Couture, what Haute Couture is, it's a very strongly guarded idea of French industry, entire industry, because French industry means fashion is the biggest industry over there. And they do not allow anybody to come on calendar of Haute Couture if you do not have a setup in Paris, if you do not have an atelier in Paris. I'm the only designer who's showcasing Haute Couture who doesn't have any atelier in Paris. I have everything made in India. So somehow I must say, like, they also are opening up to idea of Indian craftsmanship, and they are respecting it like their own know-how. So this is something which is really, really amazing, because all of the brands, whether we talk about Elisa, he's based out of Lebanon, but he's also based out of Paris. He has atelier in Paris. Or Chinese designer Kuo Pei, like she's also based out of Paris and China.
But
yeah, we have 100% production, 100% things happening, and this is one of its kind cases in history of Haute Couture.
But you paved the path, so it's good. Other people can actually hope to get in there. Now, I wanted to ask you about is how when you went to the first 2 times in Paris, which is, you have this persona of doing very well right now. You have 2 stores, one in Bombay, Delhi, flagship stores. But when you went for the first time, you used to carry like lots of food so that you can afford to have food. You used to have pressure cooker. You guys carried the pressure cooker also.
अभी भी carry करते हैं pressure cooker. अभी carry करते हैं खाना. क्योंकि बहुत important है. It's not just about like, I really feel like that's kind of lifestyle which I like now also at home. Even if I have money, there's like one meal which I want to cook. I want to feed to everybody. I remember last to last season, the director of communication director, Le Bon Marché was there, and French girl, I gave her dal chawal to eat. So this is like my dal chawal, which I love eating. So I need to have at least one dal chawal meal, and this is
Once you, once you're very
and
rich, would you
it
like to
also
can you
saves.
cook?
No, it also saves money. I don't know. I like cooking, like because in Paris normally when I'm there, you have an entire team. Your stylist taking your styling, your casting director taking your casting. You get a lot of free time. And I know Paris is a beautiful city. People like to go out. They want to go out and eat and all that, but it's very expensive.
But
When you are when you're already down with a budget of almost 1.5 crores, it's better any amount which you save is going to be crucial.
what is the comparative budget of other people? Just one number. What is the other comparative budget of other shows?
Other shows like Chanel, which creates like big set. They have once created entire beach and all that. That was the Karl Lagerfeld last show. Uh, would be just a set might be couple of million euros. Maybe the budget of entire show might run in 10 million euros. Almost you
Wow.
can say like 1,000 times than what even I, or 200 times than what I'm spending right now. And these brands are really huge. Like they are, we are talking about a brand which is 80,000 crores in turnover. So which is almost like a corporate structure over there.
So now that you won all these awards, Rahul, just a very quick thing about what's your future plan? How big you want to grow, or your
I don't
plan
know.
to grow, or you want?
You know, I don't know. I don't want to say about how big. I just want to enjoy the process of creating things. That's what I've learned.
Awesome.
And I don't want to create a single product which I do not enjoy making. As a independent business, this allows me to create what I really want to create without pleasing a client, without doing many presentations to a client, without going like too much detail. Why I like it, I make it, and hopefully people don't like it.
What is it that you don't like making?
I think so far I've been very lucky, even with Indian lehengas or Indian pieces, which I took a lot of time before I could start making it. We are making them completely in my own way. So there's no, if you look at the surface difference or design process, there's no difference between what I make for Paris or what I make for India. So design process is quite seamless. The philosophy stays the same. When you think about employment, when you think about like job distribution, creating more jobs. And this is what I found, when I first came to an ID, it was almost accepting new religion. Design has to be a problem solving exercise. And being a fashion designer, how do you solve problems? So that was something which somehow was given so strongly by Ranjan. And that's how the first project of mine also became a problem solving exercise. Now, I think biggest problem is when you think about like how can you address multiple problems with one single solution. One single product you create that's created in a village where you have done reverse migration, where actually weavers can or embroiderers can go back and work from their home, go back from slums.
Go back
They
to
can you guarantee them entire job and all that. That's a great solution. I think if we declutter our we can think about a system design,
city.
declutter our cities. I think it's going to be great service to cities as well
So
as
what?
wherein they.
So are you planning to shift your? I mean, of course, the people are already there, but would Rahul Mishra ever shift to village to work or
I've
what?
been thinking seriously about it in terms of like, although like right now, so 80 to 90% of our work happens in villages. We are more like a brain and one assembly point, which is in Delhi NCR, that's in Noida. Otherwise, 80 to 90% work happen in villages. We have been working in a very decentralized kind of system. It's almost like, rather than just focusing on product, you are thinking about entire system design, how the system works. So that is the I
So
really
is it
feel like
not
Ranjan has
possible for
impacted a
you
lot.
to? So would it not be possible for you to shift to village and work from there? Because you are a village child and you enjoy, nature a lot. Would it
I
be?
think
Is that a possibility? Like a
I've been seriously thinking about it. We have been looking at some ideas, maybe settling down somewhere in hills one day, and where
see, that's what I wanted to hear. ससुराल के
so this
पास.
is this is the idea which is there, and I would also like to create a nice community where I would invite you to come over there and work from there. I would invite students to come and work from there. So that's something which it's like we are doing things for each other together in that kind of setting.
Awesome. मेरा पहाड़ राहुल मिश्रा को पहाड़ पसंद है कि बीचेस पसंद है? What do you like? Beaches or
पहाड़
mountains?
मुझे पहाड़ बहुत पसंद है
पहाड़.
because greenery, the lush green, the beauty over there is like,
There's so
especially
much to explore.
yes.
There's so
I
much
like
to
beaches
explore.
also, I must say, but Pahad is like something where you have got beautiful flowers, you have got
connected.
like beautiful things which are happening over there.
That's true. True for me also. I like mountains. I've always been wishing to go to mountains. Right now, I'm building a bamboo house on top of my studio, on top of my house, so that I can have my studio with bamboo. And once I'm done with that process,
Nice.
probably in a year or two, I'll shift out of the city and move on to a mountain. That's the whole plan.
Where would you
Rahul
like to
Mishra
go? Which mountain you want to go to?
I want to go to pretty much because I've been to Himachal quite often. Probably Himachal because I like the food also there. People are beautiful. Nature is absolutely fantastic. And I've been here at least 10 times to trek in the mountains and I understand the terrain little bit at least. I can't say anybody can understand mountains. So mountains is just for me. But I don't know when I will go. Maybe a year or two. But as soon as possible. जब भी हो पाएगा जाएंगे. It will be good. We can both be neighbors somewhere and start
Yes.
working together. I remember once you had an invitation from New York and you were invited to do a show where you had to stay in the house for 1 month and you said, Anuj, I have to have a partner and it has to be you. It'll be that thing can happen together. Now, I also wanted to touch upon one point, which your network is bad. So, guys, if you can hear me, people who have to message me can message me and tell if Rahul is visible because he's not visible to me. Sorry, I think Rahul Mishra has disappeared. Power cut will resume in some time. Okay. So I'll just try and see if I can get him back on the this thing because there's a rain and storm, and he has disappeared. So we'll have to wait till then. I can just talk to you guys. Meanwhile, he comes back and I get a message from him. Yeah, so Rahul and me goes long back. We've had such brilliant chemistry and relationship as a teacher and a student. It's been fun. I will switch on the commenting so that you guys can start asking if there's any questions. There are a few questions that I still have to ask of him, but I will just wait for him to come in any which ways. So, yeah. Aarti Vijay says hello. Yeah, so anybody who wants to ask a question, hi Rasika. No, chat adhuri reh gayi Aarti ji. Abhi to we have to finish the chat, but I think that it's raining. Rains are good. So my voice is low. Okay, sorry, I'm on a. What do you teach at what do I teach at NID? Oh, I used to teach a lot earlier. I used to do draping and I used to teach largely projects. Started with sportswear design and then started going on to teaching draping, and now I go on to do things. Whenever I get invited, I usually do Pasan Masala classes at NID, and largely For last few years, I've been taking elective courses in NIT, which I enjoy because I get to learn at NIT. Wow, there's lots of questions. Do you think about the future of fashion? Aarti, I will ask that question because I was going to ask him that question. Let's see if he has come or not. I'll just if he's come back or not. Screwed up there at Rahul's end because of the rains. But meanwhile, we can continue chatting. I just want to hear if people can hear my voice and we can. So I wanted to talk to Rahul about his life. Rahul has been doing this great craft related. So I wanted to get on to craft and then talk about and also talk about his life and role of his backbone, which is Divya, his wife, and there's been a great change in his work since then, and Divya handles work from the backdrop. So that's unfortunate that of rain this has happened. For now, maybe we can just wait for a while, and then meanwhile you guys can ask me if there is any question. I'll just read it also. How can people join for internship? I don't know who they're asking. Sir, I want to know why it's so tough to get internship at our desired places. Okay, so people can't get internship at their desired places so much because there are too many students right now, and people can only afford maybe 3 or 4 interns. So if you say Manish Malhotra, then everybody wants to intern at Manish Malhotra. You just have to start looking at any opportunity of education as education and just go and intern anywhere. There's always something to learn anywhere. It's never going to happen that you get internship at your place. I too very barely got an internship. I don't know how I got it. That too. Oh. This was a question to Rahul Mishra. What do you do when you feel stuck? I'd spoken to him earlier about it. I think he just probably meditates. What do I do when I get stuck? I don't get stuck. My problem is I don't get stuck. It's a problem that I do. Okay, Rahul is online, so great. I will add him.
Raining here.
Okay.
Raining here.
Yeah.
So बारिश हो रही बहुत अच्छी, and I would like to show you all beautiful rains here. So because of that, I think I was in basement, and the power cut has happened.
Okay, no problem. People have been patiently waiting. अभी आ रहे हैं. देखो वापस कम हो गए थे. तुम्हारे जाने पे से मेरा चेहरा कोई देखना नहीं चाहता था. तुम्हारे आने पे वापस बढ़ गए 100 लोग. So good. So the thing that I wanted to ask you just before you left is because in the backdrop, Divya has been constantly messaging me the status of what is happening. Now tell what has been Rahul Mishra before marriage and Rahul Mishra after marriage.
Obviously.
पिटाई तो नहीं होनी है तुम्हारी इस बारे में बात करने पे.
Before marriage, before my typical, typical, you know it, millennium पहले हुआ करता है NID के सामने, because I got married when they were studying at NID, And before marriage, there was no, in a way, there was no routine. I would be like maybe sometimes sleeping. Before sleep, would go for breakfast to Paldi Charasta to have bun
Uh,
maska over there. So, that was a kind of lifestyle which was there, like,
you had.
no time for, no fixed time for sleep. And sometimes your timing to sleep starts 7 o'clock or 9 o'clock in the morning. So this is a very typical of very NID kind of life over there. And now
Which
after
changed.
marriage, obviously, like Divya has done like a lot of things in terms of like how we need to be, in terms of sleeping on time, having a much better rhythm in terms of work and life balance, and all that is like has worked really a lot in our favor. Otherwise, I know एक order place होता शायद वो शादी के बाद deliver होता जाके. So, in that way, timing wise, Divya has managed everything really, really well. So things happen in time. She has not just organized the company, organized everything. Obviously, like I need to give credit, like she has organized the entire life, and which is for good.
No, yeah, but
So,
I have not really discussed this with you, but being so far away also, I can understand the impact of, because I remember this very clearly, this incident. Divya, I know as a very, very straightforward, very clean and clear person who understands what she wants, and she's been very particular about it. I remember coming to watch a movie, and this was a movie thing, and I walk in and I remember 5:45, there used to be a movie every day, 6 o'clock. So I went for
yes,
the movie, and there's Divya, there's a seat next to Divya, and I'm taking Divya's first course in NID. So I'm
yes,
thinking
yes,
like, I can, I'm a, senior, and, so I see the seat empty, and the whole place is empty. I asked her, can I sit here? She said, no, it's taken. She didn't even she said, no, it's taken. And then you can sit. I said, okay. And then, she was very clear about you and when she looked at you. And I can pretty much feel her role as a person in your life, and how she's done that. What is one inspiration from your father you've had, Rahul?
something which my father, he's a big risk taker always in life. He has always taken risks in life. So this is something like a risk-taking appetite. Like very honestly, when you're a small company, and you are ready to do 2 seasons at Paris Fashion Week, which may cost you more than three
Yeah,
crores or 4 crores a year,
yeah.
is a big risk. It's not even business risk. It's like something else. You are only listening to your heart. So that's something which I learned from my father.
Yeah.
I think this trait
Okay. So I was
of
on.
like taking a calculative risk has come from him.
Yeah, I always wondered where did that came from. So I'm glad that I asked you that question, because I met your father. He's such a fun person. Uh,
Today
so
also happens to be
a lot
his
of people.
his his birthday.
Please, I will call him up later and wish him later for that. Please do wish from all of us happy birthday. Do you think that people wanted to know from you
But I can actually, yeah, you can ask again because we missed you for last 1 minute or so.
No, somebody called. I mean, I should have switched off the phone, but same problem. What I wanted to ask is, what have you learned in Corona, and what is your learning from Corona, and uh, how do you bring? Okay, now it's not me. कोई ना कोई गड़बड़.
Action is a big issue right now.
Sorry, I get it now. No problem.
Yeah.
Uh,
Now it looks to
so
be all right.
yeah, what's the learning? No, it's bad again.
Is that again?
Sorry, what's the learning from? Yeah, one learning from Corona. We have 6 minutes before.
Uh, one of the very very good things I must say, like I'm spending time with the family. Obviously, 4-year-old daughter of mine is ever happy, and she is like really enjoying this time. So, you know, as a child, if you want to be like a child, that's where like I'm learning from her. She's very good in drawing. That she enjoys present. And we all are worried about future being uncertain. You do not know what is going to happen in future and all that. And future was never certain. Future is just a paradox which is there. We only live in present,
They're
and
there.
that's what we need to enjoy. This is something which I've learned from her. Otherwise, for big businesses or small businesses, there are a lot of worries which we all have. And I
Yeah,
think I think it's just about, if you're focused about the present, if you're enjoying your present, everything is going to be really
present.
wonderful. Yeah.
So I mean, Arna has been your time-consuming factor. Now I imagine and I assume that, and I also heard from you that you spend more time with Arna than even in the office. You love being with her. It's that childlike ability of her, and she's definitely very beautiful and keeps you busy on toes and thin. Uh, so
We play in basement a lot. We both draw together. Um, uh, we both tell each other stories, so which is very nice.
yeah,
Storytelling is a very important part. Second thing is, which is really important, which I wish for everybody, for all of us actually. It's a digital detox. Her school has told us that Arna should not see any screen time, should not have any screen time, and
yeah.
then the same is true for us also, all of us. We should stay away from screen time. Like, for me, so keeping her busy where she doesn't see a mobile phone, she doesn't spend time on tablet, she doesn't watch anything on television. You have to be extra creative. A simple thing like playing with five elements: earth, water, fire, air, and space. That's Akash. I don't, I'm not trying to teach her something, but it's just like that things is is something which is amazing.
Yeah, but you were telling me how her school teachers are. She goes to an alternate school, I remember,
Yes,
and
yes.
how her teachers you found more intelligent than the most of the people you met. You didn't think that the teachers of that little school could be so smart and future ahead than most of us high-ended, high-thinking designers.
I think for me that school is like mini NID, which talks about learning from doing, spending, and think like that. If we got an ID like since beginning of a childhood, you understand, in terms of free thinking, in terms of allowing the willpower to get developed, so that you can overcome different challenges in life. And these are very, so along with that, I'm also learning right now a lot from the school.
So we just have probably about 3 minutes. So what is it that one thought that you would want people, like a lot of people have asked about NID and comparison of NID with other, like a lot of people who want to know about. Do you think all the design colleges are same or people are the same?
I think students all over the world are same. They're curious. They're trying to find different ways, and now more so with the habits, they are quite same, because they also end up spending a lot of time in virtual world and all that. And still, I also see like a lot of students like I think beauty is in going about slow. A lot of times, like a lot of the students are too much in hurry to get a best internship, to get like best things, to able to make it big in life. I think in all these things, like one has to kind of slow down, one has to find your own grounding. Very lucky that I have studied an ID, and I could actually be at the time when most of the top faculties were either about to retire or they were delivering their last lectures. And obviously, like it's not fair to comment about the colleges where I had not gone and did not study. But after NID and learning design, then learning at Marangoni all about fashion, staying in Milan was a big help. And these two, that has been also wonderful.
Great, Rahul. It's been